Hi there. If we haven't met in real life, I am Nicole. I am an educator, a parent of 3, and a photo booth addict. I run Coffee and Carpool and Raising Kind Kids, where we firmly believe that to ensure our kids are the best versions of themselves, we need to teach them, praise them, and model for them how to be kind. Because kind people can change this world one small act of kindness at a time. I am so glad you've joined us for our Kinder Kids in 5 Days challenge. Now listen, I know you're super busy. Being a parent is a tough gig. We're pulled in every direction, we're trying to do all the things, and the mom guilt never quite seems to go away, whether we're a stay-at-home mom, a work-from-home mom, or a work outside the home mom. But here's the deal. Of all the things we do as parents, we know the most important thing is to raise our kids to know that they are loved, to know they are safe, and to help them be the best versions of themselves. And they will be the best versions of themselves when they add value to this world, if they help those who need it, if they stop what they're doing to include others to join in, if they stand up for themselves and for those around them, and if they genuinely care for other people. So we take the time to raise kind kids, because when we help our kids be kinder, we are making them better people, and we're making them better people to be around. So it's worth our time. It's worth our time away from cleaning the dishes and getting snacks and folding the never-ending piles of laundry. So how do we do it? How do we raise our kids to be kinder? Well, some kids are naturally more kind than others. It's just kind of in their DNA. But most kids, my kids included, are pretty darn self-centered. It's hard to think outside your me-focused world when your brain's not fully developed. It's super tricky to figure out what people are thinking and how they might be, to walk in someone else's shoes when you're 3 or when you're 6 or even when you're 12. So to raise kind kids, we can't just cross our fingers and hope kindness rubs off on them. We can't take them to our church or our temple or our mosque and call it a day and be like, woo, we did it. We can't talk about it one time. We can't say you should be kind, but then not give them any tools they will need to actually be kind when they face a situation where it's hard to be kind. So if we want to raise kinder kids who will share their kindness with other people, share it with the world around them, we have to do something about it. We have to focus on it. We have to spend time on it, and we need to make it a priority. So that's what we're going to do over the next 5 days. I'm going to give you the tools you'll need to help your kids be kinder. Now, are they going to be perfect and kind all the time? No. Are my kids perfect and kind all the time? Absolutely not. Around here, we have awesome days and good days and okay days, and is this day ever going to end days? But with the tools I'm going to share with you, there will be more good days and more awesome days, and less are you flipping kidding me days. Because with these tools and tips, over time, your kid's knee-jerk go-to reaction will be one that is kind or kinder. But before we dive in, I need you to promise me a few things. I need you to realize that this isn't a get kind quick scheme. This takes time. It takes repetition. It takes patience. I need you to put in the work to make it work. Try the suggestions I give you. Use the tools. They will work. And be kind. Kind to me, kind to your kids, and kind to yourself. So you might be asking yourself, should I even be listening to this? Should I make the time for this? Will this work for my family? So to make it clear, you are in the right place if you wish your kids bickered less over who had which color cup. You just want them to be kinder to each other and maybe one day even enjoy each other's company. You wish your kids stayed away from the mean kids on the playground and had kinder friends. You're in the right place if you would absolutely die if you found out your kid was bullying another kid on the yard. You're in the right place if you're tired of hearing all the awful stories in the news and you want the world to be a kinder place, but you just don't know how to do it. You believe love can be louder than hate, and you want to surround yourself with kind people. Hey, good news, you found us and you're raising them. That's awesome. You're truly like people and you want to help people without anything in return for your kindness. And you're in the right place if you value kindness and think it's essential to raising children, even if you're tired or busy or overwhelmed. So if this is you, download and print the resource guide I sent you so you can follow along, and then grab some wine or some coffee depending on the time of day you're watching this and join me. If you don't have the resource guide or your drink, feel free to pause this video and get what you need. I will wait. Okay, so let's dive into raising kinder kids. Today we're starting at the very beginning. So the focus for day 1 is going to be the why and the what, and then 5 quick tips to get started today. First, We need to teach our kids why they should be kind, because when kids understand why they should act a certain way, they'll be much more inclined to do it. We're also going to talk about the what. What is kindness? We tell kids to be kind, but what does that really mean? Kids know what isn't kind, but they don't really know what kindness is. And I'm going to give you 5 simple tips you can start using today, tonight, to encourage more kindness in your kids. And as a sneak preview, in the coming days, we're going to talk about how kids can be more helpful and considerate and mindful of others, both in big and small ways, how they can be kind at school even when you're not there to remind them, how they can be kind without getting walked all over or being a doormat, and the absolute hardest part of being kind for our kids is being kind to their siblings. Before we dive in, I want to tell you a story about a little girl named Jenny. Now, don't worry, that's not her real name. Jenny is only kind when she wants to be. She buys cookies for her friends, she draws pictures and cards for kids she likes, but Jenny is only kind when adults are watching. And Jenny started a club at recess and decides who is in and who is out. She's in charge. Kids who have told on her are out. Kids who have ever disagreed with her are out. Because she's not kind to everyone. She's only kind to the people she wants to be kind to. Here's the deal. Jenny isn't actually kind. She's nice. Kind people are kind no matter what. It's not conditional on how other people act or treat us. So our goal is to raise kind kids, not nice kids. So we need to focus on the fact that kind people are kind people no matter what. We are kind out of the goodness of our hearts, not to get something in return. Because kind people genuinely want to help people, add value to people, and make other people's lives a little easier or a little happier. So we need to talk to our kids about why they should be kind. And there's a ton of reasons why. Here are just a few. Number 1, the golden rule, which is what I was raised on. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And how we treat other people lets them know how we want them to treat us. Number 2, being kind feels good, which releases dopamine, which makes us even happier. Number 3, when we're kind, we're the best versions of ourselves. How we act and behave and treat other people is a mirror into our true selves. It shows who we really are on the inside. And number 4, spreading kindness can make the world a better place and inspire others to act with kindness. The ripple effects of kindness are endless. So Jenny doesn't act nice for any of these reasons. She's got an angle. She's trying to get something in return because the cookie and the card sound like kindness, but they come with a catch. So we also need to talk to our kids about what genuine kindness looks like and sounds like, and we'll get into the specifics throughout the course of the week. But in general, kindness is helping others, being a good friend, and not making people do something they don't want to do so that they'll stay your friend. Jenny, I'm talking to you. Including other people, welcoming them in, being considerate and mindful of those around you, sharing and turn-taking, thinking before we speak so we don't hurt people's feelings on accident, not laughing at others' misfortune, donating our time or our goods or our money, volunteering, standing up for others. So kindness is not just an absence of meanness. It's going out of your way to improve someone else's day, even if it's just for a moment. So to raise kind kids who know why they should be kind and what kindness looks and sound like, I want to give you 5 things you can do today and every day, because remember, this is not a one and done parenting moment. This is going to be on repeat. And here's my big disclaimer. Do not feel pressure to do all the things. No need to stress on this. But listen to all 5 and start with the one that resonates most with you. Then you can add on from there. Okay, number 1. Talk about kindness when you see kindness and when you see cruelty in real life, in TV shows, in stories, in movies, on the news. Talk about it. Share your values. Tell your kids what actions and words you appreciate and which ones you disapprove of. Talk at dinner. Talk in the car on the way home from school. Talk about kindness and kind actions when you tuck them into bed. If you don't know how to start the conversation, I have a list of 60 kindness discussion starters that I will send to you. Okay, number 2. Model kindness. Our kids are watching our every move. If we're not being kind, how can we ever expect them to be? Now, I don't feel like being kind all the time, and you probably don't either. When the guy cuts me off on the freeway, I don't want to be kind. But my kindness is not contingent on him or his actions. It's about me. I'm not going to race up to flip him off. I'm not going to cut off the next person just to be spiteful. I just take a deep breath, comment that they're a bad driver, and then give them lots of space. So how can we model kindness? Well, let the person go in front of you who only has 2 items in their basket. Thank the cashier for helping you. Open the door for the person behind you, or better yet, look behind you before you let go of the door to see who else is coming. Pick up trash and put it in the garbage bin. Bring in your neighbor's trash cans. Take your mail carrier water on a hot day. The ideas are endless, and I have 100 simple, kind acts families can do together, and I will send that to you as well. Okay, number 3, expect kindness. We make being kind one of our only 2 family rules. Sure, we can make a long list of rules, but we keep it simple and memorable. When our kids were toddlers, they had these 2 rules memorized. Number 1, be a first-time listener. And number 2, be kind. Sure, kindness is a choice, but in our house, it's a choice that's expected. Plus, when there are only 2 rules and one of them is be kind, our kids realize how important it is to you. Our be kind rule covers so many things, but just a few. Back talk. Mean words, bad words or profanity or words you've outlawed, teasing, physical hurting of any kind, using your manners like please and thank you and you're welcome and bless you and excuse me. Okay, so number 4, praise kindness. When you see anyone being kind, point it out to your kids and praise it. When your kids are kind, give them a compliment. Wow, you showed you were a kind kid. Or, I loved how you were kind and you held the door open for me. Thank you. Or, you're the kind of kid who goes out of their way to help someone. You're a helper, and that's awesome. And when your kids are kind to each other, jump up and down and throw a party because 1, we all love praise, but 2, positive reinforcement of the behavior we're trying to elicit will get kids to want to be kind more often. Yes, of course, we want them to do it without rewards. But first, we need to give them the positive reinforcement so then they can wean, and then we can wean them off of it. Okay, number 5, read about kindness. I am a bit of a book collector, and I love books that showcase kind characters, but also books that specifically teach kids to be kind. Because when they see those books, we can have more meaningful conversations about kindness. Here are a few of my favorites. You can check them out at the library or grab them off of Amazon. How to Be a Friend, Try a Little Kindness, What Does It Mean to Be Kind, and One. This is a good one. Because when kindness is around them and is part of their everyday conversations and it feels normal, kindness will happen more often. Okay, so you've got a few things to try. I know it's a lot, but don't worry. You don't have to do it all in one day. So here's what you need to do. Number 1, start with 1. Pick one that you want to try and do it. Number 2, then head over to our Raising Kind Kids Movement Facebook group and leave a comment to let us know which of the 5 things you're going to try first. Let us know how it's going. We want to cheer you on. Number 3, cross your fingers because I will pick one random person from all the comments and I'm going to raffle off one of my favorite kindness books and send it in the mail to you and your kids as a thank you for participating in this challenge and for increasing the number of kind kids in the next generation. And for tomorrow, we're going to be talking about ways to show our kids how to be helpers and how to be more considerate of others and mindful of others in both big ways and small, simple, everyday, normal ways that are perfect for our youngest kids, our teenagers, and everyone in between. So while you're waiting for tomorrow's email, if you have questions or need any support or want to talk about a resource I sent you, you can reach me through Facebook Messenger and our Raising Kind Kids Movement Facebook group, or you can email me at nicole@coffeeandcarpool.com. I am here to make this a little bit easier for you. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.